Hi friends, and welcome to Bell Events today. Our first guest is Robin Nunez. He is a photographer full-time, and today we're going to ask him a few questions about his journey. Hi Robin, how are you today?
I'm Bella.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Anytime.
So the first thing I did want to ask you was, who were you before you started this business, or how would you describe yourself, I guess?
So I was a baseball player.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so baseball, growing up, baseball was my life. That's all I did for the most part. I would go to the park every single day. I played baseball all through elementary school, all through middle school, high school. I even played in college. So yeah, that was my life before photography. I was doing photography on the side, but every now and then. Then I got hurt in school, dropped out because, to be honest, I went to college to play baseball. I didn't go to college to get a degree.
I feel that.
So yeah, after that, driving box trucks, actual trucks, still got my CDL. And yeah, that was what I was doing up until like 2 years ago when I was trying to juggle photography, videography, and then trucking at the same time, and it was just horrible. So
sounds like a lot.
Yeah, so I just decided this is what I love. This has been my passion since I was 12, and I'm gonna just dive deep in.
Awesome, I like that. That's a cute story. So did it start like as a hobby when you were 12, or like when did you, I guess, when was the shift of like, okay, this is something that I loved since I was 12 versus this is something I'm gonna go full time with?
So yeah, it started as a hobby. It started really with my mom, like always having like a little Canon digital camera at the house, and then I would take it and I would take stupid pictures of my younger sister Idalis, and then I would go outside. My mom loves plants and gardens and stuff, so I would go outside and just start taking random pictures of flowers until finally, I think it was Black Friday of like 2008 or something, and we were at Kmart, and I convinced my mom to like, please get me this little $75 camera that was horrible, but it was amazing. And yeah, she after pleading and pleading with her and throwing a fit at Kmart, she bought it for me.
Mom funded the dream.
And then that was it. That was like my first little camera. I want to say this was probably like 6th grade. And then, yeah, that was what started it.
That's awesome. I like that. Of all the things that you did, 'cause it sounded like you were really busy at some point in your life,
yeah.
And like put your hands into different things. What do you feel out of all of that photography gave you that those wouldn't?
To be honest, just like a sense of creativeness. Like it gives me like photography gives me the same joy that helping people give me. Like there's nothing like you helping somebody that really needs it, and just the gratitude that you get from their I don't even know how that comes out. But yeah,
no,
you know what I mean.
Grateful for their gratitude, yeah.
So photography gives me the same thing, in where even when I'm not shooting people, I get that gratitude when I get a dope shot of something. Recently in DR, I was just taking pictures of goats, and I got this dope picture of a goat, and it was just like,
we want to see I think they're gonna want to see the goat picture.
Yeah, and it was just like, yo, like that gave me so much joy. But then also shooting people, like I love portrait photography. I love capturing people. So when I can turn the camera around and people going through the photos, and my favorite thing to hear is, I don't know how I'm gonna pick these. Like that brings so much joy to my heart. So
yeah, I've said that a few times to you, I think, myself. Do you feel like you chose photography, or do you think it was something that found you?
I feel like it was kind of both, because like I chose to like pick up that camera, but then in the same realm, since I was like super little, I've always enjoyed like going through magazines and like looking through photos and like even in cartoons and like animes and like how certain shots are set up and yeah, so I guess it kind of chose me just because I was always in that. Like, I guess that's how my brain works.
Yeah, it was already in you.
Yeah.
What do you hope in like years from now when people look at your work? Like, what do you hope that they feel or they think when they see it?
First thing is, damn, I'm fucking good. But no, all jokes aside. What I guess just joy more than anything else. Like I don't want people to look at, because you get, as a photographer, you are an artist in a way. So I don't want people to look at my work and be like, wow, he was so depressed, and then that's like that comes off in his work. No. I want joy. Like I want for the things that I've done in the past and the things that I'm going to do in the future, for it to just be like, yo, I can tell they were having a really good time at that photo shoot.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good. Like you said, you like helping people and making them happy, so that makes sense. Okay, what part of photography do you romanticize the most?
I guess I've always wanted to be like that, and I could still be because this is a future thing, but I want to be that older, super grayed hair man in New York with a small film camera, just walking around, looking homeless, just capturing things.
That's so cute.
Yeah, like that cool little like old photographer. I guess that's what I would probably romanticize, like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
So I get why that would be romantic. What's been your most humbling moment in this business?
Oh, there's a bunch. But it was a few years ago. I was doing a prom shoot for a client, and at this point in time, I had a good run of like a bunch of successful shoots, and I was kind of feeling myself, and I ended up showing up to the shoot a little late, and I ended up I forgot a bunch of things, and it was just a bad experience for that client. And when I finally took the pictures, when I sent her the pictures, I got a very long text message on how the photo sucked and how I should give her money back and everything. And I ended up doing it. I ended up giving her the money back because she was right.
Yeah.
Like that was the time that it was like, okay, all right, it doesn't matter how good you are. Like, dude, you gotta be professional in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, since then it's been like I'm not showing up late to things. I'm like really taking advantage of this opportunity that I have, because at the end of the day it is an opportunity, and just trying to hone in on that and not making mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, at least you learned from it, you know, and it's helpful that the client was honest in that. You know, sometimes as business owners, we offer a service and clients might be too nice about their feedback. So it is very humbling that she was honest about it, and that, you know, that you took accountability in that. So I'm sure she remembered that. Yeah. Have you ever thought about stopping?
Oh, all the time. This is I thought of stopping 2 days ago. This
Wait, we need you.
No. This is not a business for the weak. There's months where there's months where you're killing it and you made $10,000 and you're out of this world. And then there's months that you have 2 or 3 shoots. And it's like, okay, how am I gonna pay my bills?
Yeah.
And you'll promote and you'll advertise and you'll do the most, and you still won't get clients. And it's just, especially from quitting a job where I was making good money to then doing this from one day to the next, those first few months hurt.
Yeah, that unpredictability.
Yeah, so
too,
it's being strong and like holding out and like, okay, Like, let me hustle doing something else for now, but this, I can't lose sight of what I have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What stops you every time?
That realization of like, yo, you've busted your, I don't know if we're cursing,
I mean, yeah.
but you've busted your ass to get here. You've busted your ass. Like, you could have quit a long time ago, but you've stayed through and you've worked and worked and worked and like long nights editing and trying to learn and classes. Like, I'm a big, I wasn't a big fan of school. I did well in school, but I wasn't a big fan of school. Just because they never really taught me a lot. Like, I knew it was bullshit at the end of the day, like some of the stuff that you learn in school. I wanted to like learn things that I like, and then that's what I do now. So I have purchased a bunch of like master classes from professionals in the field that I love. So I love learning, I just hated school. So that's another thing that I go into, like, yo, dude, you've spent $6,000 on classes. Like, hey, maybe let's not quit.
Yeah, you invested in the training. I feel like that's a good point to make, though, also, like, just because you don't like the institutionalization of school doesn't mean that you don't value an education. Like, some people just learn differently. And I feel like that's like important to highlight, especially when wanting to become a small business owner, that like not everything has to be a routine, 8 to 3 class or a 4-year college. Just like a perspective to take in. Actually is a good like follow-up to my next question, which is, what's the hardest part of you staying creative when this is also how you pay your bills?
So I made a point of this a few months ago where I'm going to do my own shoot at least twice a month just to keep those juices flowing. Because I was in that realm where I started getting a little tired of what I was doing because it was other people's ideas, which I'm here to bring out, but sometimes those ideas suck. And the shoots are boring and it's repetitive and everybody does it. So I have to like, so when I made that decision, like, oh, I'm gonna start doing it, it did bring back like that creativeness. So then now I make it a point of, okay, I'm gonna call one of the models that I know and we're just gonna go all into doing something out of the wall, something weird, where let's just see what we get. Maybe it sucks, maybe it's great, but yeah,
that's art.
It's just doing something.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
But it is hard. It is hard to stay creative sometimes when just you have to do the repetitive shoots.
Yeah. When sometimes the mundane is what keeps the money coming in. Yeah. How do you think this business has changed you as a person?
Gave me a lot more patience. Tell you that much. It did give me a lot more. Yeah, it gave me a lot more patience. Where I feel like before when I was a child, I was like a little angry asshole, and then like when I found sports, that helped me a lot, and then when I found that I enjoy a woman's company, that also helped too. So
I heard that's good therapy.
It brought me out of that little angriness that I had. So, but even then, like, I would be quick to like get annoyed at things. In this business, you can't. Like, as a photographer or videographer, I do both sometimes. So you can't. You have to be patient because you can think that you edited a project perfectly, and then you send it to the clients, and then they have 80 key points that you have to change, and then you do those points, and then now they want to revert back to the original things that you did, and then now it's a back and forth and a back and forth and a back and forth. So you have to be patient to I feel like you have to be patient just to like not scare that client away, because I never want to lose a client. Like, I like building relationships with my client. I want our first reaction to be like, hello, I'm Robin, how are you? To my mother.
Yes.
You feel me? So that's what I want to do and get to with every single one of my clients. So you have to be patient with them. And little by little, for the most part, people understand. Like the next time you see them, you'll talk, make a little joke. Hey, let's not do this time.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then they catch it, and then it'll go through there. So yeah, the one thing that this business taught me was patience.
Which is good. It's a good quality
Yeah.
to have, especially when working with people. So.
And then that also translates to life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, in general. I mean, that was where the question came from. Like, you know, we start businesses and they change the way that we manage our daily life, how we organize things, or maybe how we process information. But I feel like sometimes it can change, like, how you apply those behaviors in life, you know? So yeah, I'm sure it's reflected in your personal relationships. Yeah. Has your why changed since you started?
Yes. I started doing photography when I was younger, more for, at first it was to get cool pictures. That's it. There was no deeper meaning to any of that. First it was to get cool pictures. Then it's turned into a way of girls like guys that can take cool pictures. And then it graduated.
This is a podcast for the girls.
Yeah. So then after that, it graduated to like, I fell in love with composure, and I fell in love with color, and I fell in love with emotion, and that's what like my core value is now. It's like, I don't care if a girl likes it anymore. It's, yo, I wanna, like, do I like it?
Yeah.
So I try to build off of that.
Yeah, setting those boundaries. That's beautiful though. My last question for you today is, what would you say to someone who loves photography or videography as much as you do, but is scared to make it like their livelihood?
Just dive in. I feel like as long as you like give it, it's the most cliche thing to say, but it's real, where if you give something like that main priority and cut the rest of not cut the rest of the world off, but cut the rest of like little things off, then it's gonna flourish. Yeah. Like it'll flourish. So I learned to, like, me for instance, I have a bunch of things that I know how to do, and I have a bunch of things that I'm good at, but I was in the realm, one of my best friends, Curvin, he sat down with me one day and he was like, yo, brother to brother, can I speak to you? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, yo, dude, you are probably one of the most talented people I know, but jack of all trades and a master of none. So what are you gonna do? Like, bro, you wanna do this full time? Get to it. You wanna do that full time? Get to it. But don't stop trying to do both full time. It's not gonna work. So, like, that's one thing that I'll tell people. Like, if you really love this, like, dude, dive in and just make this, at least for a year of your life, be obsessed.
Yeah.
And see where it goes, because a year of your life you may think is super long, but it's not.
It's gonna pass anyway.
Yeah. So, dude, go all in, make this your all, and if it goes nowhere after and you want to try something else, you still have time.
Yep.
But if you see that it's going in the right direction, okay, now cool, now it's time to do a whole another year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that advice, and I hope you guys can take it today. I want to thank Robin for coming today and tell us his story, and also for like making us realize that a childhood dream can turn into reality. As Robin said, he's been doing this for 2 years now, you said, full-time?
Well, yeah, full-time for 2 years. No, I'm lying. Full-time for 3 years.
Full-time.
I keep on forgetting it's 2026.
Yes.
So yeah, full-time for 3 years, but I picked up my first camera at 11.
Yeah, so me personally, I have used them for like our family holiday pictures, and they came out amazing for those who do follow our page. Again, Robin, thank you for your time today. If you guys want to check out more of his work or book him for your next special event, you can follow him on Instagram at Robin Took That. Bye.